And Marina Mabrey is looking like, I know this didn't just happen to me. I know this did not just happen to me. And yes, indeed, Marina Mabrey, it did. Because sometimes the grass is not always...
Ever seen someone's bad karma hit them like a fast break dunk in the face? Well, Marina Mab is living that reality right now. And it's hilarious. This is the same Marina who laughed when Dee Carrington poked Caitlin Clark in the eye like it was some playground prank that smugged her, yeah, it's not looking so cute now.
Indiana, who had a 2-point lead moments ago, now trails by 4 following.
Marina Mabrey, remember she was making fun when Dejanay poked Caitlin Clark and I remember she was doing this?
Fast forward, Clark's becoming the face of the WNBA while Marina's stuck on an island waving her arms like a desperate hitchhiker trying to escape Connecticut Sun falling apart faster than Angel Reese's jumper Indiana Fever building a squad that's starting to look like the next dynasty. And Marina, well, she's finding out the hard way that when you mess with greatness basketball karma will put you in your place.
In the world? What in the world? They just left me holding the bag. They got me. They left me. They left me, and I am just holding the bag. I'm sitting here. I wanted to trade from the Chicago Sky to the Connecticut Sun because I said I wanted to be on a championship style team. Right? That's what I wanted. Right? But now, we see.
So how did we get here? How did Marina go from sidekick giggles to WNBA afterthought? And what does this spectacular downfall tell us about Caitlin Clark's grip on the league's future? Get ready for a story of instant karma. Are you ready? Let's go.
Money Mabrey requesting a trade from the Connecticut Sun.
Marina Ma thought she could ride the wave of petty drama and come out on top instead. She's sinking faster than the Suns' playoff hopes. It all started with that smirk, the infamous courtside laugh. As Carrington jabbed Caitlin Clark in the eye like a middle school bully, Marina acted like she was at a comedy show, not witnessing a cheap shot against the face of the WNBA.
When you went and kind of swatted at Caitlin, did you intend to hit her in the eye? And if so, could you just, or if not, either way, could you talk about what happened on that play?
I don't even know why I would intend to hit anybody in the eye. That doesn't even make sense to me. But no, I didn't. I didn't know I hit her, actually. I was trying to make a play on the ball, and I guess I followed through and I hit her. So obviously it's never intentional. That's not even like the type of player that I am.
But basketball fans, don't forget that moment stuck. Clips flooded social media. And while Clark shook it off with the composure of a veteran, Marina leaned into the pettiness big mistake. Because karma, she's got a crossover quicker than Kelsey Mitchell.
You and Marina kind of laugh about it afterwards? It looked like there was later on in the game they caught you guys laughing about it?
No, I just told you I didn't even know I hit her, so I can't laugh about something I didn't know happened. With the increase.
Word around the league started spreading Marina's presence was toxic chemistry killer. The Suns' locker room was tense. And it wasn't hard to trace some of that tension back to her teams around the league. Took note, no one wants drama when they're trying to win championships.
Has set in freaking Uncasville, Connecticut, the Connecticut Sun is no more. Ever since everybody and their mama, including the head coach, the former head coach being Stephanie White, ever since everybody and their mama jumped ship, I said it is over with. They have lost all their talent. And now, guys, it's breaking news. Marina Mabrey has said, you know what? She looked to her right. Hold on. She looked to her right. She looked to her left. She said, I can't do it no more.
And in a league where rosters are tight and contracts are precious, being labeled a problem is the fastest way to see your career hit the bench permanently. Front offices, talk coaches, compare notes, especially when you're already in your fourth team.
Marina Mabrey is hilarious. I'm sorry. This is her fourth team again. She used to be a Dallas Wing. She used to be a Los Angeles Spark. She used to be a Chicago Sky. And now she's a Connecticut Sun. And now she's like, you know what? Again, like she looked around at that Will Smith. Remember in the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Will Smith came home and it was no furniture, it was no people around.
Now Marina is left refreshing her phone like it's her job, wondering why no one is trading for her D's empty. Suddenly that laugh doesn't sound so sweet.
Marina Mabrey. This is what Marina Mabrey said when she went to Connecticut, by the way. Being a part of a team like this that is so disciplined with a championship mindset, I haven't been a part of that yet. Remember, she was traded to the Sun just back in July. But now, things done changed.
Basketball fans have turned the clip of her chuckling into a meme. Her social media posts get flooded with comments like "still laughing" and "how's free agency treating What was once a cocky grin is now a symbol of a player who fumbled her own bag.
And Marina Mabrey was left holding the bag because, you know, she's on that team. She wanted to be there. And once she got there, a couple months later, the head coach is gone. Again, the head coach is gone. All five of your starters are gone. Not just your point guard, not just your shooting guard, not just your small forward, not just your power forward, not just your center. All five are gone. So that veteran presence that have won championships before, gone. That head coach that was on the verge of winning a championship as a head coach, gone.
While Caitlin Clark's jersey flies off the shelves and the Fever season ticket sales break, Records Marina is watching from the sidelines, realizing too late that laughing at greatness might be the biggest mistake of her career. The Connecticut Sun thought they could play the tough team role, forever gritty, physical, all bark, and sometimes a little bite. But now that bark is sounding more like a desperate whimper, and the so-called bite, well, it's mostly just a team biting the dust.
And I'm trying to think of teams that can afford her. Like, just salary cap wise, she is on a $200K contract. It's not a max, but it's a $200K contract.
Let's be real, the Suns' locker room is looking as chaotic as the Las Vegas Aces. The chemistry non-existent, the vibes toxic. It's the kind of dysfunction that even D. Carrington's cheap shots can't cover up. Marina didn't just fall off individually. She helped drag the whole team into the mud, the pettiness. She championed, became the team's brand. Instead of focusing on winning basketball, the Sun became better known for their extracurriculars, fouling star rookies, stirring drama, and posting cryptic tweets like teenagers. That's not a winning culture. That's a disaster movie. And now everyone is leaving.
You know, sucks for Marina Mabrey though. She wanted to leave, but her practice facility got worse, and all the best players on her team are gone.
Fans have noticed too. Ticket sales are down, jersey gathering dust. And while Clark supporters flood arenas and feverishly click buy on Fever merch, Sun fans are starting to wonder if there's even a team that will compete next year. The truth is the Sun tried to bully their way to success. But in this new WNBA, it's the teams who build around stars like Clark that win championships. The Connecticut Sun wanted to be the enforcers instead. They became the punchline. If there's one person who's been working overtime to stay on the wrong side of history, it's Sheryl Swoopes, once a trailblazer in the WNBA. Now she's more like the league's Facebook, and dropping cold takes that nobody asked for and getting roasted in the comments.
Take a look at the women on the left side of my screen right here, okay? Take a good look at them, because they are no longer on the team Connecticut Sun in the WNBA. Veronica Burton is missing on this photo, but that is player number 6. That's 6 women who are no longer on the Connecticut Sun team.
Swoopes made it clear early on she wasn't buying the Caitlin Clark hype. She questioned the attention Clark was getting, suggested other players deserved the spotlight, and took every opportunity to downplay the Fever star rookie. But as Clark's game spoke louder and louder, Swoopes didn't adjust. She doubled down. Fans noticed, social media noticed Swoopes. L-Take became a genre of tweets. Younger fans who grew up hearing Swoopes, his name with respect, started questioning if she even watched the games anymore. And that's the thing, respect is earned, but it's not guaranteed forever. You can't coast on past glory while taking aim at the future of the league.
But in the Fever, we're like, y'all.
That's not my point. There's a lot of other shit going on that players are like, this ain't where I want to be.
Over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some new shit
like
going
it's
on around there.
It's a lot. So you have players that are very significant on this Indiana Fever team that are like, I don't
want to be here.
This is where I want to be.
Yeah.
It's not that Swoopes had to worship Clark. Plenty of legends give honest critiques. But there's a difference between analysis and personal bias. And Swoopes crossed that line a long time ago. Now every Clark game-winning shot feels like another nail in the coffin of her credibility. Because here's the truth, Caitlin Clark is the future Sheryl Swoopes. She's starting to sound like the past.
Kind of things you've said.
I'm not in the locker room.
Okay. But
I'm talking about more social media.
Okay.
It's a turn.
Right? It's a turn, right? It's really a turn of the tides.
Well,
right?
Gil, here's my point. The beginning of the year, right? Everybody saw it.
While maybe in the Connecticut Sun spiral into irrelevance, Caitlin Clark is doing what she does best, taking over the WNBA and making it look easy every time the haters try to drag her down. She just levels up. It's like watching someone hit cheat codes in real time. On the court, Clark isn't just putting up points. She's rewriting the record book's deep threes that make defenders question their life choices, no-look passes that have. Teammates cutting harder than ever because they know she'll find them. She's not just a scorer. She's a system defenses build game plans around her, and still she cooks them.
WNBA MVPs in your career, would you consider each of those 3 seasons as dominant seasons for yourself?
No.
I can't. Bro, Cheryl Swoops is willing to lie about her own career before she even admits that Caitlin is dominant.
Her three-point shooting range is absurd. She'll pull up from the logo with a hand in her face and drain it like it's a free throw. Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston, and Lexi Hull are thriving alongside her, knowing that every cut, every sprint down the floor could lead to a highlight read dime. From Clark, the MVP talk, it's not early hype anymore. It's real. Fans know it. Coaches know it. Even the same veterans who side-eyed her last season are starting to come around. Because when summer's this good, you can't fake respect forever.
Now for Cheryl Swoops, if you see Cheryl Swoops, she did a lot of talking a few months ago about the Indiana Fever, the locker room environment, how people didn't want to play there, how people wanted to leave. Stephanie White came in and said, okay, hold up. Let me go to Indeed.com and Indeed get some free agents to come in here that want to play, that are accomplished, seasoned veterans. She did all that.
But Clark's influence stretches far beyond the box score. Her arrival has turned the Indiana Fever from a forgettable franchise into the team everyone's watching. Ticket sales are through the roof. Fever games are getting prime time slots, bumping lesser matchups off the scheduled. WNBA ratings are surging. Networks know viewers tune in when Clark steps on the court. Even WNBA legends are taking notice. Sue Bird has praised Clark's poise and game-changing impact. New teammate Dananna Boner, a veteran champion, respects what Clark is building in Indiana. The message is clear. Clark isn't just a future. She's the present. Indiana's front office is Allen to Natasha Howard's addition brings toughness and championship experience. Kelsey Mitchell's return cements their backcourt as one of the best in the league. Sophie Cunningham and Sydney Carlson's arrival brings toughness, grit, and fun off the bench. Everything is being built around Clark, and it's working.
Are you in a position where you can add some pieces?
Yes, we are. We're definitely in a position. And I would think that if you are a smart basketball player and you watch the way she plays, you would want to play with her.
This isn't luck, it's what happens when you're that good. And for players like Ma, who thought their petty antics could overshadow Clark's talent, reality is setting in. Greatness wins every time. Clark didn't just survive the hate, she turned it into fuel, and now she's torching the league with it. If there's one thing the WNBA miscalculated, it's the power of Caitlin Clark's fan base. Because every time someone takes a cheap shot at Clark, whether it's Carrington on the court or Swoops behind a microphone, her supporters clap back louder. And they aren't just WNBA diehards. This is a national movement.
So to pick up a vet, a professional like Sydney Colson, and then you also have a vet like DeWanna Bonner, and you also have a vet like Kelsey Mitchell, and then you have Cece and Aaliyah Boston and Lexi. And
the second Clark got poked in the eye, the internet exploded. Fans dissected every angle, every replay, every smirk from Marina. What started as a foul turned into a rallying cry. Protect Caitlin Clark. Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, you name it, was flooded with fans calling out the disrespect and demanding better from the league. But this isn't just noise, it's shift. The WNBA's culture referees are being scrutinized more than ever. The league office under pressure to ensure its rising star isn't treated like a punching bag, and teams are realizing taking cheap shots at Clark might win you a headline, but it'll cost you your reputation. Clip 21. Marina may laugh when Caitlin Clark got poked in the eye. Now she's sitting at home waiting for a phone call that may never come. The Connecticut Sun thought they could bully their way to the top. Now they're watching their season crumble. Cheryl Swoops kept downplaying Clark's greatness. Now every Clark highlight makes her look more out of touch. That's not coincidence. That's karma. Caitlin Clark didn't need to clap back on social media. She didn't need to start drama in press conferences. She led her game speak, and the results are undeniable. She's dominating on the court, lifting the Fever and transforming the entire WNBA. Meanwhile, the haters are falling one by one because this league is changing. The players who elevate the game are thriving. The ones who try to drag it down, they're getting left behind. So the next time someone tries to take a cheap shot at Clark, they might want to think twice, because karma, she's got Clark's back, and she's got a jumper just as powerful. Do you agree? Let us Know in the comments, like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss out. Click the video on the screen, and we will see you in the next one.
Indiana Fever are officially title contenders. Every day they have something new for us in free agency. And today it's Miss DeWanna Bonner. 6-time WNBA All-Star and WNBA champ, a veteran in this game, can pretty much do it all. Also an enforcer, nasty defense. Should I continue? We have a new starting five. Caitlin at the 1, Kelsey at the 2, DeWanna at the 3, Natasha Howard at the 4, and Aaliyah Boston at the 5.
But Clark's influence stretches far beyond the box score. Her arrival has turned the Indiana Fever from a forgettable franchise into the team everyone's watching. Ticket sales are through the roof. Fever games are getting prime time slots, bumping lesser matchups off the scheduled. WNBA ratings are surging. Networks know viewers tune in when Clark steps on the court. Even WNBA legends are taking notice. Sue Bird has praised Clark's poise and game-changing impact. New teammate Dananna Boner, a veteran champion, respects what Clark is building in Indiana. The message is clear. Clark isn't just a future, she's the present. Indiana's front office is Allen to Natasha Howard's addition brings toughness and championship experience. Kelsey Mitchell's return cements their backcourt as one of the best in the league. Sophie Cunningham and Sydney Colson's arrival brings toughness, grit, and fun off the bench. Everything is being built around Clark, and it's working.
So again, I don't hold it against Marina Mabrey. I actually feel sorry for Marina Mabrey because she is pretty much stuck, entrapped in Uncasville, Connecticut, where they don't even have facilities.
But Clark's influence stretches far beyond the box score. Her arrival has turned the Indiana Fever from a forgettable franchise into the team everyone's watching. Ticket sales are through the roof. Fever games are getting prime time slots, bumping lesser matchups off the scheduled. WNBA ratings are surging. Networks know viewers tune in when Clark steps on the court. Even WNBA legends are taking notice. Sue Bird has praised Clark's poise and game-changing impact. New teammate Dananna Boner, a veteran champion, respects what Clark is building in Indiana. The message is clear. Clark isn't just a future, she's the present. Indiana's front office is Allen to Natasha Howard's addition brings toughness and championship experience. Kelsey Mitchell's return cements their backcourt as one of the best in the league. Sophie Cunningham and Sydney Colson's arrival brings toughness, grit, and fun off the bench. Everything is being built around Clark, and it's working.
Doesn't make any sense by any stretch of the imagination. In what way would you not want to play in Indiana, the place where you're getting sold out arenas, the most viewership on television, playing with a player who was top 3 in MVP voting as a rookie, who clearly elevates her teammates around her. She scores a lot, but she is also dishing out the ball, able to elevate everyone around her. Why wouldn't you want to be in that system?